my favorite Christmas tradition is when I was little with my sisters, we would always sleep in the exact same room, in the same bed, and just get so excited about Santa coming and barely get any sleep. But now that we're older, we still keep the tradition alive and we sleep at my dad's house every Christmas Eve. Mind you, it's a lot more cramped now. But now Jenna and Nancy are going to tell us about their favorite Christmas traditions.
Hello, welcome to Hot Button. The topic for today, Christmas traditions. Jenna, do you have any particular traditions for Christmas?
I think my family has a few. Like, we usually have our turkey on Christmas Eve and then open up one gift and then pretty much it, just hang out. Nothing really, I guess. What about you?
I don't now, but when I was young, Christmas was really exciting. The tree went up Christmas Eve and we'd get one stocking each. In the stocking there would be an orange, which is the only time we ever saw an orange, and they were probably expensive. Hazelnuts, which we would have gathered in the fall, and then my mother always put some aside for Christmas, and we would have a barley toy, which was a candy on a stick that would be in the shape of an animal, and a ribbon candy, and then there would be our gift. Now, I have to tell you about my saddest Christmas ever. I know I'm already laughing, but it was sad at the time. I think I've told this story millions of times, and I'm trying to get people to feel sorry for me, although it doesn't quite work, but I'll try again. Okay, so this Christmas, I'm thinking I'm like 7 years old.
Okay.
And I opened my stocking, and inside is a coloring book, which is awesome for, you know, a little kid, but there were no crayons. I mean, there were no crayons anywhere in the house. And I remember one of my sisters getting a storybook, and I thought, why couldn't I have a book? At least I'd be able to read it. So later on in years, I'm discussing this with some of my siblings. And one of my sisters always tried to make excuses for my mother. Her theory was my mother couldn't afford to buy the coloring book and the crayons. So my thought is, why couldn't she just give me a storybook rather than the coloring book? But that's not the way it happened. Yeah, so I don't know. I'm thinking that's probably just the way it was. Beat that story.
I honestly can't. I do remember one Christmas though, my brothers asked for like the BlackBerry cell phone, and my dad found this gift and was the exact same size and everything in the box, and he wrapped it and put it under the tree. My brothers were convinced that this was the BlackBerry. So they opened it on Christmas Eve, so excited, and it turns out they're just piggy banks. And my one brother like completely lost it, was so upset at my dad, and it caused this like huge family fight. But now looking back on it, it is hilarious, and they do feel like rather idiotic for being so upset over this piggy bank. They did get their Blackberries in the end. My dad did it on purpose. Okay. Yeah, trying to be funny, but it wasn't very funny when everyone was upset. Do you have any different Christmas traditions?
Not now. Again, you know, most things happened when I was younger. My mother would spend like the week baking, you know, all of Christmas week baking. She made meat pies, probably from rabbit meat, because we ate a lot of rabbit at that time. And she would make, like anything that had to be frozen was made only in the winter because we didn't have a freezer or a refrigerator, so things would be put out on the snow. And we'd have all kinds of fruit pies, whatever was in season, we would have that. And then people would come all week long, family members, cousins, relatives, they all came to our place because my mother made such great food. You know, we were considered the family of abundance when it came to food. Let me see. Now, when it came to my own family with my children, the way I would do it is my kids could open their stocking in the morning while they waited for their dad and I to be ready. In their dad's family, their tradition was you had to eat breakfast before you could open any gifts. So I decided to veto that idea because I would include breakfast in my kids' stocking. There would be an orange, nuts, and chocolate. Perfect for Christmas morning, right?
Yeah, that is.
So what about you? What do you do? Or if you had, let's just say if you had your own traditions set by yourself, what would they be?
I don't know. Like, that's hard. In my family, we would wake up at 6 a.m. when we were younger. Not anymore. We're too lazy to do that. And open gifts, and everyone would be so excited, and it was just like a lot of fun. So I'd probably keep that. Like, seeing everyone else's excitement is what I like. But that's pretty much it. I don't know.
Okay, well, how many are you in your family?
There's 6 of us. So I feel like that's really big, but I mean,
6. I think
Yes.
that's minute, in my opinion. Having come from a family of 12 siblings, you know, yeah, 6 is like nothing. At some point during the December, I always get together with family members here in Chilliwack, or, you know, in BC. Mm-hmm. This year we're going to my sister Kitty's. She lives on Yonge Street, and probably be about 20 of us getting together. And we have lots of fun. Everybody brings something to eat, so that's really good. You never know. I love eating other people's food, by the way. So you never know what there's going to be. Then we play this game. We're each to buy a gift, probably a value of like $10 or less. Wrap the gift up. So sometime during the evening, everybody gets a number, and if the first person gets called, goes and picks out their gift, unwraps it, then the next person gets called, they pick out their gift, and before they unwrap their gift, they have a choice of keeping the one they got or stealing the first person's. So we do that. It makes it kind of fun. And then because there's always so much food, we all get leftovers to take home, which is a bonus, in my opinion.
Definitely,
right?
yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and I like, you know, I personally no longer celebrate Christmas per se. You know, I'm by myself, so there's not much point. My daughter will come over for a little bit and celebrate with me on Christmas, and I'll give her a gift, you know, and if she has any money, she might give me something, but otherwise, you know, I don't expect it. I love hearing from my son and daughter-in-law from, you know, they live in China, so they'll always call me. And then my stepson calls from Austria. So that part is really fun, yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Oh, and we used to always go, again, back in the day, we used to always go to midnight mass, Christmas Eve, you know. That's something I'm not into anymore.
Do you have any unique Christmas traditions? Let us know on Facebook or Twitter. Thanks for watching Hot Button.
And that's a wrap on our holiday special episode of Go on Shaw TV. We hope it got you a little bit more into the holiday spirit. If you have any show ideas or you just want to learn the ways of Shaw TV, send us an email. We would love to hear from you. And with that, happy holidays from all of us here at Shaw TV.